Is your GE electric dryer giving you trouble with its steam function? I'm David with AppliancePartsPros.com. I'm here to help you get to the bottom of it. Today we're diving into diagnosing and replacing the steam generator, an essential component that can affect your dryer's performance. Sometimes the solution is as simple as examining parts like the steam generator, the heating element, the pump, or its connections. And thankfully, you don't have to be an expert to tackle this. It's easier than you think. Let's get started on fixing that steam function together. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by gathering the tools we'll need for today's project. For today's work, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, a multimeter, a flathead screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Don't forget to unplug your electric dryer or turn the breaker off. With all that set, we're ready to dive into troubleshooting the steam system. This model skips the usual water valve and the hose setup. Instead, it has a refillable water tank feeding the steam generator. That means no leaky hoses, no bad inlet valves, just a tank and a pump to worry about. Now the generator itself, it's basically one assembly. No replacing bits and pieces inside. We're going to check voltage from the board to the generator. We're going to test the pump for proper resistance and make sure the heating element's doing what it's supposed to. Let's get into it. First, if the generator is not working, we can use our diagnostic testing to check the thermistor and to see if the pump is coming on. To enter diagnostic mode, press and hold the level and the temp buttons, then press the power button. Rotate the knob until you see the test for the thermistor and pump T09 and T10 respectively. Press Start Pause to start the test. To switch test, just rotate the knob again. You should see readings between 0 to 137 for both tests. If neither of the tests fails to get a response, we need to check the voltage coming from the board. Start by removing the screw on the back that holds the steam supply line cover. That comes off first. Take out all the screws on the rear metal panel and set aside. Tilt the console forward to get to the control board. There's a plastic cover over it. Pop that off with a flathead screwdriver. Now before we do anything else, power stays on for this test. We'll be checking the voltage with the dryer running, so stay focused and be safe. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electric shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test live voltage if you are uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. The blue relay at the control board has a red and black wire that takes voltage to the generator. Check for voltage. There should be 120 volts AC. Next, let's check the pump for resistance. Don't forget to unplug your electric dryer or turn the breaker off. Now, grab a putty knife or a flat blade screwdriver and slide it in to release the two top clips. Give it a little pressure and pop the top open. Prop it up so it doesn't come down on you. At the plug for the pump, there are red and black wires. Using your multimeter, check for resistance at the plug side going to the pump. You should read 18.5 ohms. Let's move on to the heating element. The heating element has a red and white wire. Undo the 4 clips and lift it out. Remove the 2 connectors and test resistance. You should get around 13.5 ohms. After checking the pump and heating element, we found the pump had failed. Let me show you how to replace it. Now disconnect the 2 hoses and the 3 wiring harnesses from the heater. There are 4 Phillips head screws securing the assembly. Take those out. Before you pull the assembly, double check that all wires are disconnected. Then carefully lift it out, making sure not to catch it on the wire harness. Here's the old assembly and here's the new assembly. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Position the new assembly into place and reinstall the screws. Reconnect the 2 hoses and the 3-wire connections. Drop the top panel down and snap it back into place by pressing it into the 2 spring clips. Don't forget to add water to the tank. Plug the dryer back in and you're done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you track down and replace the water pump in your GE electric dryer. If you still need parts, just grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders show up in just a couple of days. Once you've got it running again, let us know how it went in the comments. We always like hearing how these repairs go on your end. And hey, if this saved you a headache, hit the like button so more folks can find it too. We're here to help you knock out those repairs without the guesswork. Good luck, and I will see you next time.